Good day everyone, I am Lee Glenda C. Presalias of Pedro V. Basalan Elementary School, Schools Division of Digos City, and I am going to present to you my Automated Mathematics Intervention Material or AMIM in Key Stage 1. The identified Grade 1 least learned competency is regrouping sets of ones into sets of tens and sets of tens into hundreds using objects. However, the AMIM will not only be limited to the least learned competency alone, but shall also top the previous and future lessons of Quarter 1. My AMIM is an offline intervention material made and digitized in the Microsoft PowerPoint supporting the advocacy of the Greening Education Project of the Schools Division of Digos City. The AMIM will be sent and downloaded in the Facebook Messenger and can be opened in the Microsoft PowerPoint for laptops or computers and WPS for cell phones and tablets. Now let me introduce my Automated Mathematics Intervention Material or AMIM. My AMIM is entitled Regrouping Sets with Mathew and Mathilda. From the title itself, the learners are already given an idea on what competency they are going to relearn. Before the learners proceed to each part of the AMIM, they are given overviews and instructions on how to use the material, the purpose of the material, and what to expect about the material. Let's move on to the guide cards. The guide cards are anchored on the three subtasks of the AMIM, and the first subtask is to recall counting numbers from 1 to 100.
Before you take a trip with Mathew and Mathilda, you have to read first the numbers inside the chart.
Yes, you heard and seen it right. Each part of the AMIM is equipped with transitions, animations, and voiceovers, which makes the AMIM not just interesting, but also interactive. After every guide card, an activity card will directly follow to apply what they have learned.
Here is the activity card number 1. The learner here is instructed to click the right answer and automatically a check will appear if the answer is correct and X if the answer is incorrect. The second, third, and fourth guide cards are anchored on the second subtask, which is the meat of the AMIM since it discusses the least learned competency. As the learner proceeds to every activity, the level of difficulty is also increasing, which is from recalling and then applying. Let us take a look at the activity card number 2.
In this activity card, the learners are asked to answer the following questions using the pen tool.
If a laptop is being used, the learner will manipulate the mouse to write the answer. If the learner is using a cell phone, the learner will have to use its finger to write the answer. After the learners finish answering, an answer will be provided afterwards to reflect if their answers are correct or incorrect. The fifth guide card is anchored on the third and last subtask, which is already creating their own sets of tens and hundreds. Therefore, from recalling, applying, and now creating.
After the learners finish all the guide cards and activity cards, they will answer the assessment card to measure their mastery of the topic. Then, an enrichment card will follow to apply what they have learned in a new context.
Afterwards, they can scan the answer key cards and the reference cards, which they can use for further readings.
To evaluate the effectivity of the material, 10 learners who did not master the competency were identified and asked to use the material.
An orientation on how to use the material was also given to the learners' parents or guardians for them to be guided.
Here are some pictures of the learners using the AMIM.
After using the material, a post-test was given and here is a chart showing the before and after results of their scores. As shown in the chart, there is really an increase of scores after the learners used the material. Now let us hear a short comment from one of our learners about the material.
Kailangan kong sasabtan ako. Ikaw siya.
Overall, the AMIM is very helpful, especially during this time of distance learning. Also, in helping learners who struggle to master the identified learning competency. And that's it, my Automated Mathematics Intervention Material or AMIM. Have a great day!